Who wants a bone, y'all? It looks like someone severed it in half with like a Japanese knife, a cleaver. No, I don't think they went together. They do look similar, kind of. They're both white and they're both bones. I'll put them in my secret spot right here so that I remember which way I went. Not that super exciting, but kind of. It's an old nail. And it's got like a funny little head. I mean, I like funny heads. That's cool. It's different. I'll totally use that in my art. It's cool. It's rusty. And the more I have to dig for it and the harder it was to get my hands on, the more exciting it is to use in my art. So, woohoo! More bones, y'all. Ooh, this one's cool. Kind of trippy. I'm guessing deer. What do y'all think? Hey, hey, hey! I found some wire. Dude, I look up and I'm like, hey, look at this wire. Like, it looks like fencing, like sheep and goat fencing or whatever. And I pick it up and I'm like, that's cool. I'll totally use that to make letters or whatever. I look up and I'm in a freaking wonderland of wire. Where in the world, where did this all come from? Because for someone to just come and dump it, it would be like crazy. This is a lot of wire. Like a lot. And it's all like scrunched down. It's all scrunched. And I think I even see barbed wire, which is freaking awesome. And it's rusty. What the hell? Look at all this awesome wire. Now I know where another stash is of wire if I ever need to make like a million signs with wire and it's rusty. But the best part about this is, drumroll please, the barbed wire. It's over here. I have no idea why all this stuff is here because we are in a very, very, very unique piece of land that we had to basically trail hike to get to, and there is like a ton of awesome barbed wire, rusty, and I can go ahead and pull on this because I've had my tetanus shot. This stuff's awesome. Now I know where to get some because I'm always like, man, I wish I had more barbed wire that was rusty and old, and this is just killer. It's all like perfectly wound up just for me. It's super rusty, so that's awesome. Wow, the plant is really getting fresh with me. So if I want to come back and get it all, which is definitely feasible, I will come back with my tractor with the bucket on it and pick all this up. But you know what? At least I know it's here if I can leave a marker because we're like literally in forest upon forest upon forest in here, like very remote. So yeah, it won't be easy to find. That is cool. I'm stoked. That was a surprise. Woohoo! It was like the Easter Bunny came. Phew! Ow! Well, hip hip hooray, y'all. Tinfoil. Oh, look at the armadillo's tail. Well, hot dog, who said you can't find awesome stuff in the middle of nowhere? Because we got an 80. Woohoo! And I just want to tell all of you coyotes that are watching, you suck. And you eat my friends, and we don't like you. Because here's my friend the armadillo's tail, and some of his back, and they're so freaking cute. They're like little dinosaurs, and some of his teeth. And you're annoying and loud, and just die. Go away. So usually I'll pick up bones if I see them, but when it is an armadillo, I'm going to go ahead and pass on that, because it is a possibility that the armadillo had leprosy or can pass it on to people or whatever, and that's like months of antibiotics and a really big pain in your butt. So if you're playing in the soil, y'all, where armadillos hang out, you may want to wear gloves. Just a suggestion. And definitely wash your hands after you've been gardening or playing in the soil, metal detecting, if you think possibly armadillos have been there. So good idea. Just saying, unless you want leprosy, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and skip picking those bones up. There's the shell. Remember, y'all, armadillos can equal leprosy. Put on your gloves, y'all. Even if you think to yourself, like I am right now, gee, I'm putting on some nerdy gardening gloves right now. It's better to be safe than sorry. Shing. These are really nerdy. Jesus Christ, I look like Coco the Clown. It's a metal beetle. This is lame. Is it like pretend? Well, it's in this tiny grassy patch of sness. Oh my word. It's a dime, y'all. That's what you call a hot girl. You call her a dime piece. I found me a dime piece, man. Let's see if she's old. Sure looks old, but it ain't that old. Okay, seriously, it's 2007. So it's 2007. That's 10 years old. So that's cool. It's all coppery, and I mean, if I looked at it like just first glance, and I'd go 1800s. But it's lived through a hurricane a couple weeks ago and all that kind of stuff that, I don't know, he looks old. He's cool. You know, I might even make a piece of jewelry out of him. He's pretty cool. I love using all my finds, like, in stuff, like, sentimental, you know? Like, when I found my old antique key with my dear Albert. But anyways, he was awesome, and then he ran away to find a girlfriend. And that's just the way it goes, you know? Everybody's gotta, like, fly from home and soar, you know? But, yeah, he helped me find my antique key, and I wore it on a necklace for, you know, quite a few times. But it's very nostalgic, so maybe I'll put this one on some sort of a jewelry piece. It's weird when you take them out of the soil, too. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but just from me pulling out of the soil right now, it looks... Will you shut the... It looks like even just being exposed to the air, it kind of starts to change color. I don't know, I could be high. I could be drunk, but I'm not. I wish I was. But, yeah, it, like, starts to get these, like, look at it. It's starting to get those black spots on it already, just being exposed to the air. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just, like, you know, pick those up in the soil. But interesting what happens to metal. Maybe it's the leprosy that got this done. Cool beans. That's cool. So I found a rare Indian artifact, which is really cool. It is a Indian hot plate. When the Indians were serving up dinner and they took their pots out of the stove, they put them on these. This is an old flat rock. It took a long time to make this flat rock, and it was so they didn't burn a hole through the top of their wood table. So I just wanted to show y'all because it's super cool. The things I do for y'all. I'm standing precariously Say that 50 times fast. But you can't. I'm standing precariously on this like slope of a hillside. The rocky... I'm not complaining or anything, but I'm just saying, I must love y'all. Didn't expect this in no man's land over here. No, this one is trippy because I can see the rings on it, and I've never found one like this. This is like, I don't know what the heck it hit. Like legit, it has the rings, but this thing has been, I don't even know what it could have hit. I mean, it looks like, I don't know, man. I mean, it hit something, and it's just it feels like it's just a shard of like a bullet. I don't even know. But it's definitely lead, and it's got the rings on it. It's old, but it's just a piece of a bullet. It feels like, because it's like a shard. But the way that it's just torn up, it must have hit like a UFO alien spaceship, right? Maybe the Confederate soldiers or the Civil War soldiers like saw a UFO coming down from the sky, because you know, we're out in the country, you never know what could happen. Or maybe it was like half robo, half Sasquatch. They shot at it, and because it had metal or was made of iron or something, it went pshoo, and then there's just a shard. It's kind of crazy. I mean, maybe it's far-fetched, or is it? Woo! Woo! Plinko! Oh my. It's a 76. I even got a 91. All right. This thing's got a mind of its own right. Oh my God, I'm so special right there. What the? Shut up. Are you serious? Holy crap. It's a chisel. This thing is freaking... It's not a chisel. Nail file. It's a file. It's a metal file. What's it called?
File.
It's a metal file. That is weird. It's like God put it right here for me, because I can't even tell you, just a few days ago, I was freaking wishing I had one of these. I was doing something with wood, because I love playing with wood, and I was like, I wish I had one of those things, like a metal file. I ended up using like the cement and some random tool, but I was really wishing for this. So this is awesome. I mean, I don't know if I'll really use it because I don't want to mess it up because it's so awesome and rusty. You could do so much with this. I mean, it's a really fun shape. It's a really fun length. You could use this in so many art pieces. It's really cool. And if y'all don't believe me that you could use this in something awesome, all you have to do is use Pinterest and then look up old tool art or something, and then it gives you awesome ideas, because I love making art and crafts. So this is freaking rad. I love it. This thing is cool. And I'm really sad because this piece just fell off. Oh, is that dirt or metal? Damn. This is so freaking cool. I love it. This thing is awesome. Maybe it was off the Titanic. Do you think like a Sasquatch used it as like, he found it, put it in his pocket, and then he just dropped it right here? Because it's kind of random to find a file right here. Whoever dropped it, finders, keepers, losers, weepers, back in 1826. When you're metal detecting, it's always nice to use a tree to prop up your metal detector while you're digging. Okay. I knew it. I just knew it was gonna be a can. So it wouldn't be a dig man unless we found a can. It is an old Sprite can. after further investigation, aka I spit on it, it's a Sprite can for sure, and it's got this old 1922 pull tab, but it does have a pull tab thing. It's not a psh, it's a did you get that? Okay, so it's not a whoosh, it's not a whoosh, it's a you know what, if you can't make yourself laugh and you can't have fun, what's the point in living? Okay, so yeah, I'm having fun. I always have fun. So the Rusty Metal Fairy crew has given us many gifts today in these forests. We have spotted a very interesting find. You don't find these every day. This is an old metal barrel. People use these as like, you know, where you put your trash and you light it on fire. This thing is old. It's got a hole in it. It's got real plant life that has grown on the top of it because it's been obviously sitting there for so long. It's way underneath the branches, so I think it's probably been here a while. It's just really cool. Looks like something off the Titanic, because you know they used trash cans and barrels for trash when they were burning, maybe. But no, it really looks really cool, like it's been under the water with all those barnacles on it. Those aren't really barnacles, but they look like barnacles to me, so I'm going to go with it. I've got to wrap my head around what exactly I'm going to make out of that, but that's going to be cool. And then I can use those pieces and weld them together to make some sort of a sculpture or something. Because, you know, when you're an artist or you like, you know, dabbling in art, the sky's the limit. You can just do whatever you want. I mean, there's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Look at Picasso. The guy's a genius, and sometimes I don't even know what the pictures are. But hey, they're cool. He was happy. So... and it makes a lot of other people happy. So, you know, I just think that this will be a really, really neat project to go ahead and cut, you know, pieces out of that and then weld them together and make some awesome sculpture. So, to be continued. And now all we have to do is figure out how to get it out of here. Tractor, anyone? Oh, wait, yeah, I think I have one. All right, y'all, so we got the rusty old barrel that we found all tied up to a strap, and then we got it tied up to the bucket. Come on, y'all, let's get this barrel out of here. Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? Went over to another piece of property today, which was super fun. Found some unexpected awesomeness. Found some really cool barbed wire, super rusty and old, just the way I like it. And I'm always looking for more. I actually try and remember, where did I see that barbed wire somewhere? Because I run out and then I'm bummed, and so I'm really excited that I found this like motherlode stash. So found some deer bones, which is kind of sad. I'm sure coyote got to them. So yeah, coyotes, not my favorite animal, not gonna lie. Found this really cool fossil. It is a fossil, I am guessing, of a deer hoof. If it was a deer hoof that wasn't fossilized, it would, you know, be black and kind of soft, and it would disintegrate. So it's definitely a fossil. I'm thinking it's a deer hoof. If any paleontologists or archaeologists out there know possibly what it might be, and it's not, you don't think it's a deer hoof, please HMU, let me know in the comments. So I know that it takes thousands of years to fossilize something, so if y'all think it's maybe something other than a deer hoof, please HMU comments. I I find this stuff like extremely fascinating, very, very interesting, to say the least. So, who knows? I don't know. Was it like some mini, bighorn sheep or something? I have no idea, but it just, to me, looks like deer, goat, some sort of caprine or whatever. Someone really wants some attention right now. So please, if you know or you have any ideas, because it definitely is a fossil and it's got this awesome, sharp point on the back there. It's just 100%. It was a hoof at one point. To what? I'm not really sure, but let me know if you think it's something other than a deer. Okay, so got that fun guy, and then rusty nail. Not the most exciting, but I will totally use it in my art. So I do love that one. Found a little snail shell, super cool. Nerd alert. Found not too old, but got that really awesome rusty patina on it. About 10 years old. I think it was a 2007 dime. But just what happens to it in the soil, man. So that was awesome. Found a can, and it wouldn't be a dig man unless you found a can, or at least it wouldn't be a dig man unless I found a can. It wasn't a pop top, it was a pull tab. So I'm thinking 60s, 70s, not really sure. And I found these little fun doodads on the way back walking when we went to get my big, awesome find. To me, it looks like trailer hitch parts, like what I would put my trailer, to my truck, like inside, but obviously a lot larger. So I don't know, maybe it was like a gator or something, I'm not really sure. But and then an awesome big old rusty bolt and a rusty washer. I was like, what? Have to grab them. I'm a nerd. I do this all the time when I'm walking around in any parking lot or any field or something, and I see something random and metal and rusty. I'm like, score. Dork. I'm cool with it. So that's awesome. And then what? A metal file. This is so cool. I needed one of these when I was playing with wood the other day. I was thinking like, oh man, I wish I had a metal file, but didn't have one. So hey, now I've got one. Don't really know if I'd use it because it's corroded as it like breaks off. But this is super cool. I'll totally use it in my art. It's got like, that corroded part and all the rusty bits. So love this. Super awesome. Cool find. And then my very, very favorite find of the day was definitely my big rusty barrel. So it's from the Titanic, as you can see from all the barnacles. Just kidding. But seriously, I'm sure someone uses this to burn their trash in or whatever. But man, I found this, I was like, score! Because I want to start welding, and just at the possibility or the prospect of cutting this up and then using it and welding some sort of fun sculpture sounds super groovy to me, man. If not, I could just, make some sort of awesome wooden tabletop and use this as a bistro table or whatever, something fun. But reuse, recycle, man. You gotta have fun with all this cool stuff. So to me, it's not junk, it's not trash. I actually love it. This is real. We're going out in fields and random places and we're finding what's really there. So my other awesome favorite find of the day is this shard of what I think is a super old lead bullet. I can feel the weight of this. I play with bullets all the time. I think it's really fun to play with bullets, to play with guns and bolts. But anyways, this is definitely made of lead. It's a shard. It's got even like the evidence of the little rings on it, but it's just interesting to me and trippy how it's just a shard, and what in the heck did it hit, what were they using for target practice? I don't know, but it is super cool. Was it an alien spaceship? Maybe. But anyways, super cool. Love this. I love finding anything from that era. It's just so cool. It's like, whoa, Love finding all this rusty stuff. It is so cool. I love it, and I will use it in my art, and it's just awesome. Quick update on Miss Dixie. She is doing awesome, and she is super happy. It's sad for me that she's losing her spots, but she is super cute, awesome, and very well loved. So she's doing good.
and so just wanted to give you a little update on that. So if you can hear that high-pitched talking in the background, that's Kearney. Colonel was his name. He's always got something to say. So Kearney is my Indian ringneck parrot, and I hand-fed him, just like I do all my pets, almost. A lot of my pets. I bought him when he was a tiny baby, and he is a love bug. And he's pretty. Which is what he's saying right now. Mr. Meow and Dixie, she's got so many friends here, it's ridiculous. Like, she literally, it is the cutest thing ever. She hangs out with Willie. She hangs out with the chickens, the ducks, the dog, the cats. We're gonna get her some goat friends too until she decides to go and find a boyfriend. So thanks so much for watching, y'all. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving me thumbs up and all that kind of jazz. And thanks for all your support. I love all of y'all that are so sweet and awesome and supportive and complimentary and lovely. So kisses and love right back to you. Thank you so much, y'all. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, Willie. This is Willie, and he's fat, and she's gross. No, this is Willie, and she's our sweet, sweet pig.
She's a mini pig.
Yeah, right.
They always lie. They tell you that they're going to be these tiny little pigs, just the size of a very small dog. And I actually saw her mom and her dad, and they were quite small. I don't know if they like starved them or whatever, but
Willie is not starving, are you, Willie?
Willie's very dirty, so I'm using a nice stick. Comb her out. Right, Noodles? Noodles like.
She's lucky she's getting love.
Oh yeah, are you gonna lean on me? Oh, that's nice. Willie and Dixie hang out.
No, Willie, you like Willie. Willie, are you a small little pig? Are you a mini pig? Are you a mini pig? Yeah.
This is Dixie's favorite snack. It's cranberries and raisins and pumpkin seeds and peanuts and sunflower seeds. She loves it.
It's the yummiest.
She also loves grass, leaves, lots of different native plants here. She'll eat a lot of different things, but this is her treats. Healthy treats. Did not know you were filming. Oh god, it's so fucking hot, man. Holy shit. Oh, I forgot not to throw it. Sorry. Oh wow, now they really get to see what a nerd I am. Look it, I run into trees for you too.
What is it?
Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday! Congratulations! Happy New Year!
Brett, can you just say what it is?
Just fuck off. File? But it's... Isn't it like a chisel? What's a chisel?
Just talk about it.
Okay. Look at this thing. What is it called?
A file.
A file. Just a metal file.
Mm-hmm.
Salvaged a smaller piece, like a little spool here, so I'll...
Excuse you. Excuse you. Okay, thanks for telling me.
Why am I always the lucky one that gets to dig? I told you, I want to switch places. When I was a little kid, I was never allowed to play in the MERP. The MERP. I never get to play in the MERP. The mud and the dirt. That's MERT.